Hey guys, and welcome back today to episode number 2 of the Chelsea career mode. Now, thank you very much for all the support on episode number 1. There's been a lot of comments, a lot of people giving me suggestions as to who to buy, who to sell, and a lot of people also said try not to just buy the players that have got the best future potential stats, because everybody does that in career mode. So it's going to be fun to try and make some signings. We've already made Ross Barkley as our first signing. Now, after his first performance in my control on world class, I was a little bit worried that Barkley may not quite be the player that we need. Now, one of the top comments was to change the formation to 3-5-2. Now, as you guys are watching this, you'll already know that, well, it was quite an embarrassing day to be a Chelsea fan on Saturday. We were absolutely hammered by Arsenal for the first time in quite a few years. It was quite a difficult result to take, to be honest. So we're going to give a go to the 3-5-2 formation, which means we're going to have to look for another centre-back. Now, David Luiz, in my opinion, isn't a centre-back. Now, this is going away from FIFA. This is talking more just football stuff, Chelsea stuff. I don't think David Luiz's best position is a centre-back. He can pass the ball, apart from Fabregas, as good as anyone else in the Chelsea team. So this is the way I see our team lining up at the moment with the players that we have. Alonso's going to go in there, Willian on the right, Fabregas there, Barkley's going to drop to the bench. We're going to bring John Terry on there, Diego Costa and Batshuayi. And yeah, that's pretty much the team that I think we're going to go for. There'll be a few changes on the bench. Of course, Hazard's got to play instead of Alonso on the left. But that is the team that is probably our best at this moment in time. Maybe Cahill over Ivanovic, but after Gary Cahill's performance against Arsenal, we're going to put Ivanovic in there. Well, he wasn't very good either. We were dreadful. We're gonna move away from the real life talk though, and let's get into the video. Right then, so the first thing we're going to do at the start of this episode is sort out the squad. We're going to sell a few players that you guys have told me to sell and that I want to sell for the series. Then we're going to make some bids to get some more players in. Now, the first player that a lot of you told me to sell was Gary Cahill. We're going to add him to the transfer list. He didn't have the best game of the weekend, so it probably doesn't stand him in good stead for this series. We can get 20 million for Nemanja Matic. Now, a few of you guys have told me to go for Nainggolan in the middle. That could be potential. We're actually going to stick Matic onto the transfer list, see if we get any decent bids in for him. Victor Moses, we're going to keep him. Batshuayi, of course, is going to stay. Pedro, 19 million. You know, we've already put him on the transfer list. Oscar for 26 million. Probably could make some other signings as well, but do we really want to change things too much? You know what? I'm going to stick Oscar on the transfer list as well. 26 million for him. Let's see what we can get. Okay, a lot of you guys said to try and make a bid for Bonucci. We're going to offer 23 million and see if they would be interested in a swap deal for Gary Cahill. This could be a pretty poor bit of business, to be honest, in terms of wasting time, because they're probably not going to be interested. But we're going to give it a go. We're also going to see if we can get Antoine Griezmann to sign for us. I'm going to offer them Oscar and 42 million. I don't think they're going to accept that, but you've got to be careful because we do want to make maybe 2 or 3 signings, and Griezmann is a very expensive one, but a lot of you guys did want me to go in for him, so that's why we've gone for him early doors. We've received offers for, unacceptable offers for both. Why did I think? Okay, I'm sorry, but we're not going to increase it to that much. 112 million. No. Okay, Bonucci, 33 million, and Cahill. That should be enough. Leonardo Bonucci is one of the best centre-backs on this game. Oscar. We've had 35.5 million for Oscar. Now, I know this may be asking for a little bit too much. We're going to ask for 37.5 million. That could be very, very tasty indeed. Bit of news as well. £25 million sale of Pedro. Adios. We made an offer of 85 million for Griezmann, and it wasn't good enough. So we are going to set our sights on a different sort of player. But before we do that, we're going to do a little bit of training. Michy Batshuayi does have the potential to be a decent striker for us. We're going to stick him in a few drills today. Diego Costa is also very close to reaching an 86 overall rating. He's obviously the main man for us up front. But again, it's another position that we do need to strengthen in. We're going to do a lot of training for our strikers. We've only got 3 strikers in this squad with Dominic Solanke in there as well. Now, another player that you guys told me to go in for was Romelu Lukaku. And I think he wouldn't actually be that expensive 42 million. That is certainly something we can deal with. We're just going to offer straight out the gate. 42 million for Lukaku. He could well be coming back to Chelsea. It looks as though Bonucci's not going to come to the club, so we are going to make a £32 million offer for Costas Manolas, another player in the summer that Chelsea were actually linked with. So we're going to make those 2 bids. I'm going to make one more bid for another player, and then we're going to move on. We're getting close to the start of the season now. We've got to make these transfers happen. Mertens has gone. Oh, okay. £41 million bid for Bonucci. We're going to offer him 150 grand a week. He's going to become a crucial first team player because he's going to walk straight into Chelsea's defence. 41 million for Bonucci would be a fantastic signing. Romelu Lukaku's bid was accepted, 41 million. Right then, another week in training. Batshuayi, not the greatest, but not the worst. Kante as well, trying to beat his man. Not quite. Right, the first major signing of the episode. Romelu Lukaku for 42 million pounds. He's signing a contract, 115 grand a week. We've got another striker in the ranks. Now, we're going to do all the team management before the West Ham game once we know a little bit more about how many players we've got to work with. Bonucci, he is the new signing as well. Number 2, it's actually number 3 of the summer. Barkley, Lukaku and Bonucci. We're pretty much raiding Everton and Juventus and Serie A at the moment. I don't really know why I bothered saying that, to be honest. We've only raided Everton for 2 players. And Roma are the other team that we're trying to steal all their players for as well. We've got a couple of press conferences coming up before the season begins. And we can offer Nainggolan a contract. We're going to offer him 103,000 a week. Because, you know, why the hell not? 3-year deal. He's going to walk straight into the midfield as well, most likely. Question is, who is going to sign to come out instead of him? Bonucci is signed, blah, 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 blah. Come on, if we can get Nainggolan as well, that'll be another 3 big signings in 3 different positions. Inigo Martinez is signed for Barcelona, the 25-year-old there. That's pretty interesting stuff. Come on, getting close. Monday Night Football. I went to the game, we beat West Ham 2-1. West Ham aren't having the best of seasons. Counter offer for Nainggolan. Is he actually going to sign before the start of the season? 133k a week. Still got plenty of wage budget available, so that's fine. Press conference. Let's go straight into this press conference. We're going to attend that guy, and we're going to unnerve West Ham United. Hopefully Nainggolan can sign before the match on Monday night. So we've actually run out of time to do the training. I've skipped it too far. Come on, is there enough time to make the Nainggolan signing? Yes, there is. Get in. I don't know if he's exactly going to be available. We're about to find out as we go into the team management before match number 1. We've still got £44 million remaining, and we've already made 4 big signings. Barkley, Lukaku, Bonucci, and now Nainggolan. That is some big players. Another player you guys told me to go for is Danny Cahill. We're going to make a £26.8 million bid for the right back. Although we're playing 3 at the back, Cahill could definitely push forward. And if we ever do revert back to 4 at the back, of course, he would definitely be the first choice ahead of Ivanovic. Now then, match numero 1 of the season. We are going to go ahead, pick the kits, and then we're going to select exactly who starts in this Chelsea team for this massive game. Batshuayi is going to come off. Lukaku's going to start. He's obviously going to play on the left, favouring his favoured foot. Yeah, Zuma's going to drop to the bench for this one. You're probably going nuts saying Zuma over Terry, but, you know, I've just got to put John Terry in there just for sentimental purposes. Right, that's the team. Let's go and beat West Ham. Right then, here we go. Stamford Bridge, under the lights. Chelsea versus West Ham. It's a London derby. Now, a lot of you guys have been telling me that if I can't beat Real Salt Lake on World Class, then we shouldn't be doing the career mode in World Class, because I will get the sack, like I did, if you guys remember, in the FIFA 16 Chelsea career mode. Now, I'm going to keep the faith in myself and say that if things don't start very well, we will drop it down to professional. But for now, we're going to keep it at World Class. I've taken a few of you guys' tips on board as to what I'm doing wrong. You know, I'm not the worst FIFA player in the world. I'm certainly not the best, but I'm definitely not the worst. So I'm going to trust myself to get some victories. Nainggolan's debut, Bonucci's debut, Lukaku's second debut for Chelsea. 44 million and 41 million. That's a lot of cash. Anyway, let's go. Game on, ladies and gentlemen. Only 3 points is enough. We don't want to take any draws from this game. Obviously, the board want us to win the league. They want us to win pretty much everything. So we've got a lot to do and a lot to live up to. Now, Diego Costa, he's still the main man. Is Nainggolan. What can he do here? He's giving it to Romelu Lukaku, who's on his right foot. It's a goal. Oh, wow. That was actually really close. Adrian was very casual. Both teams with decent early efforts. Lukaku there with his first shot since we made that big £41 million signing. Good header from David Luiz. He's obviously going to be big at the back for us. He's always very good on FIFA, particularly in Ultimate Team. Here's Ayew. Crossed in. Courtois comes to claim it, and he does very nicely indeed. Get out. Why are they so slow? Here's Willian. Come on, Chelsea. Here's a chance. Nainggolan's made a run. It's Raja Nainggolan. It's a great effort. Brilliant save. And it comes back out to Costa, and I think I pressed the wrong button there. I should have just controlled it and touched it in. It's probably the best chance of the match so far. Adrian forced into a great save. Here we go. Here's Eden Hazard. He's obviously a main man. Go on, son. Runs into trouble. Says Fabregas, who's kept his place in the team for that sort of pass towards Lukaku. He's got the pace to get around the back. He's done very well. He's beaten Ogbonna here, Lukaku. Angles against him, but he wins the corner. This is good play from Chelsea. Come on. Stick that in towards John Terry or Nainggolan's head. He's not the tallest. Go on, Willian. Win that. That's good. Now it's Eden Hazard. He's got to hit that. Blocked again. We're playing some good stuff here. West Ham defending very well. Now David Luiz in towards Lukaku. Oh! What a chance again. We're having so many chances. Brilliant tackle from John Terry. Kante gets it away. Dimitri Payet free kick. Something we don't really want to be seeing from this sort of range. Payet into the middle. Nainggolan's not the tallest. Neither is Kante. This is dangerous. It's in. It is a stunning strike from outside of the area. Is that Ogbonna, the centre-back for West Ham? 35 minutes in, and we are behind in match day number 1. This is a brilliant goal. I mean, no fault in anybody for that. It's a wonder strike from the centre-back into the top corner. Maybe we don't deserve that. We certainly don't deserve that. But we are 1-0 down with work to do yet again. This is not the start to the season we needed, particularly after spending so much money. Let's go then. Nainggolan. Now Willian. He's done very well here, Willian. Go on, my son. In the middle. Lukaku's there and he toe punts it in. Sweaty across the box, but no one cares. And it is a debut goal, a second debut goal for Romelu Lukaku. As soon as West Ham scored, we go straight down the other end. Willian gets round the back. Brilliant little ball. We're going to watch the replay because it is the first goal that I have scored technically in the series, and it is the new man, Lukaku, on the score sheet. It's a great game of football now. Now is Kante. What can N'Golo Kante do? He's played a through ball in towards Diego Costa. Well defended again from Ogbonna, who's probably been West Ham's best player. Costa's strength forces the corner. Can we get this into the dangerous area? Yes, we can. Towards Terry. It's going to come back out to Cesc Fabregas. Can he bend one top corner? It's Fabregas! Don't know what happened to my voice there, but it's straight into the hands of Adrian. 65 minutes in, we're going to make a substitution. Kante is going to come off. Barkley's going to come on. Fabregas is going to drop into a more defensive role. And I'm also going to bring on Zuma for John Terry. We're going to swap Bonucci and Zuma over. That is the only two substitutes we're going to make for now. Barkley and Zuma. What is going on? Lanzini. Oh no. He's got the skills. Can he pay the bills? Courtois paying the bill with that save. That is brilliant stuff from West Ham. Great save from the Chelsea keeper. Now Payet with a corner. He's a dead ball specialist. Can we get this away? It's towards David Luiz again. Absolutely brilliant defending from Luiz. He's becoming a big player for us in this match. Oh, brilliant stuff from Lukaku. He's found Diego Costa. Can Chelsea score another late goal here? It's Costa. Oh, poor. Very, very poor. We're into injury time. This is where we pretty much got the goal from Diego Costa in the real-life corresponding fixture. Just hope we don't concede one now. That would literally be a Class A nightmare. Throw into West Ham United. This is not where we need the ball to be if we want to go for the victory. We're not going to win the game from here, are we? Go on. Here's Barkley to Diego Costa. Lukaku, he's managed to get the right side of Ogbonna. Is there a final chance here for Chelsea to get a winning goal? I don't know. Why didn't I just give it to Barkley? I should have just given it to Ross Barkley. That was a chance. Goes begging thanks to another poor final pass from me. The full-time whistle has gone. It is 1-1 in match numero uno of this Chelsea career mode. Now, it's not the result we really wanted. We wanted a victory, but at least we didn't get beat. It's actually the first time that we've played a game and not been beaten. It's not the end of the world. It's only match number 1 of the season. It is a goal for Lukaku as well. We had the most chances and the most shots on target. West Ham dominated us in possession. So we're taking a look at the table. There was obviously a 3-1 win for City, a 3-2 win for United, Leicester 1, Swansea 1, Watford, Arsenal. Okay, we were the only draw. The bid for Danny Cahill was rejected, and I think he probably is one of the only players now that we need in this team. We're looking a little bit lackluster in midfield in terms of backup options, but considering the money we have, I think Cahill would be a very, very good player because he could play on the right-hand side of the 5-man midfield if need be. This is where we're going to end today's episode of the Chelsea Career Mode. We've made some big signings, and obviously in the next episode we're going to play a couple more matches and probably go past transfer deadline day. That's going to be episode number 3. Maybe there's going to be a few players that are going to get sold in between, which means we're going to have some more money to spend on deadline day and around deadline day. But if you did enjoy this episode, be sure to drop a big thumbs up. It wasn't the best start to the season, wasn't the worst either. We've got Watford away. That's the first thing we're going to do in episode number 3. I will see you guys there. Bye.